I want to start with you, Mike Rucker, because you're the most recent to hang up the pads for good. The Buccaneers are coming to town. When you woke up this morning, back in your playing days, if it were a day like this, you would be all raring to go, and the body wouldn't feel as sore, no doubt. What's going through your mind this morning when you wake up, being a recently retired football player?
Well, I'll tell you what, the energy started flowing. I'll tell you, early when I got up, I knew it was a big day and a big game, and you just started feeling good, like you could play again. But I'm really excited about today because I know with these two teams and the history of how close this game is, and when you look at it, it's going to go down to the wire. And so that just got me excited again, and I know the guys are ready.
Mike Rucker, everybody's got their memories of the games, of the rivalries. Let's go down memory road just for a second. What Tampa Bay Buccaneer, Carolina Panther memory sticks out to you the most?
Well, definitely. Our Super Bowl year, that Super Bowl run, we were down there in Tampa, and, they're going in. It looks like they're going to kick a game-winning field goal. And the odds of us, it was a chip shot. The odds of us blocking this thing were a little slim and none, but that was the way that year went, and we blocked that. And that was just what the Tampa Bay Panthers game is going to come down to. It's going to come down to a field goal. And, it's kind of like when he was talking about earlier, it's that love-hate relationship. You love them because they're in a division, and it's going to be a great game, but then you just know that you just don't like them. You don't like them. Yeah.
Mike Rucker, I asked Wesley a weather question. I'll ask you a psychology question. All the talk has been about both these teams, about flying under the radar, and how nobody's talking about the Panthers, nobody's talking about the Bucs. Both teams are 9-3. How does that affect a player when they've got this one opportunity to show everybody what they've got, and they've basically been ignored all year?
Well, definitely with the national stage, that it can either make or break you. And as a player, you want to play well because mom, dad, cousins, friends back home are going to watch this. Your games might not be televised on the West Coast, so to say. And so this is a great opportunity to showcase your talent in the framework of the team and in the game plan. So it's huge.
What about the fans out there, though, who maybe are a little bit skeptical, looking at the records, thinking these teams can't be that good. I'm going to tune in tonight to see what's going on. What do you, when you get on that stage, what do you want to show them?
Well, it's a great opportunity, again, to show fans, that might not have seen the game. But the nation has been, focused on, say maybe a Dallas or a Giants team that's, doing well. And so these teams have kind of flown under the radar with great records and great starts. So now it's the time that the rest of the country can see, what these two teams and this division and what it's all about. You can't beat Monday night. Monday night, a guy always loves to play on Monday night. But on top of that, to play a division rival with the lead on the line is just something that doesn't come by all the time.
Mike, John Fox was a guy who came over from the New York Giants with a great defensive background. And there have been some discussion over the past couple of years in the media what the Panthers were going to do with him. Because been to the Super Bowl last couple of years, you guys know weren't as successful as you wanted. Obviously, the organization made the right move. What makes John Fox so special and so right for the fit here at Carolina?
Well, I think at the time when he came in, we had just came off a 1-15 season, and he came in and he changed the atmosphere. He told that he wanted tough guys, smart, tough guys. And so he laid it out there so guys understood what it took to stay on this football team, and that was very important. What makes Coach Fox good is that he can manage and he can talk to people. And he's up front, so what's expected of you. Stop the run, run the ball. It's real simple. It's not really complicated. And if you can do those two things, you can win more football games than you're going to lose. And that's what he brought to the table as a defensive guy. I liked him because he was a defensive guy, and you could talk defensive to him. Where before you had a lot of pass-happy or offensive guys, and, hey, they want to put the ball in the end zone. Well, we're talking about a guy that wants to get after the quarterback, get turnovers. That's what makes him right for the job.